All right, so I'm going to be reacting to this release by this new group called TUIDE. I think that's how you say that, right? TUIDE. So this is a new Hive girl group coming out. I don't know too much about this group. I know, I did a little research. I think there's 7 members, and that's really about all I know. I'd have to learn their names or whatever. What I do know is I think one of the members is Jihyo from Twice's sister, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think her name was Soyeon or something like that. That's like basically the only member I know. Other than that, not familiar with any other members on this, but I guess we'll find out right here. Actually, I didn't even know this was like a little thing right here until I had clicked on it and then music started playing. So I guess we'll see what this is right here. I'm guessing this is a little intro thing. It's called "Meet My Girls Tweed." Okay, so let's get into this. Yeah, like I clicked on it and this music started playing. Okay, I was like, okay, so is it music? Is it? It must be like a song. I guess we'll see. Okay.
You heard me.
Okay, so it is. Oh, they went straight into that. Okay, I like how they did that. That was clean. Like they going out and then
You heard
all of
me.
them are there now, going to the dance. That was clean. Uh huh. Yeah.
We got one meet my girls.
Ooh.
Might be kind of new. Switch up the tempo. We do what we gotta do. We
Mhm.
got the girls' own world.
I like the harmonies that they have on these
Switch up the tempo. We do what we
melodies so far.
gotta do. We got the girls' own world.
Mhm.
Maybe we can do a little together. That's how we pass
The
it.
sound with the guitar as well. Oh,
My girls,
really liking this beat. Huh? Mhm.
meet my girls, yeah.
Okay.
My girls and me. Meet my girls, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice layer vocals right there. Yeah, I love how they're using this like guitar kind of like sound with this
My girls, yeah. My girls
going with the
and
beat and everything like that, and other sounds going on.
me.
So that's melody on that. Ooh, that yeah right there with the harmony. That was nice. I like that. This choreo is looking really nice as well. Like they did that entire section right there. That was a clean lighting change right there. Yeah, these chords that are going down in this section are really nice. That goes repeating with like the lower shit, the vocal. That's interesting. Yeah. On that section. I like how they're filming this. The moving camera. How they're doing that. Going from room to room. I like that little hop thing that they right there. Yeah, I'm looking at the energy on this. That was a clean move right there. I like that. Like how the vocal repeated right there. That was nice. Yeah, when they bring these cards and filling out, it's nice. Definitely my favorite part of it is like instrumental wise in this. Yeah, how are they filming this? Like, it's so interesting. These different like sets and then like going. I like this main melody that they have going for this chorus. Nice ad libs as well. Yeah. It's got like Alfred James with the jacket right there. That's a very catchy hook right there. How they like to move the camera with the choreo as well, like that, going down with that. They kind of zoom in. Okay, they stop right there. Yeah, they do really nice with that. Sonic keys right there. Uh huh. Okay, interesting.
My girls, yeah. My girls and
Mm-hmm.
me. Dreams in the pockets. Meet my girls.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I would say that's definitely a really, really good first impression for me from them. I would say definitely straight out the bat, highlights for me is song specifically, the harmonies, the way they did the layered vocals on some of the lines. I like that. I would say specifically with the production, I really like how dancey it is. I think they did a really nice kind of dancey sound. We've had a good bit of dancey kind of sounds for like just songs in general this year for K-pop. I think this one is a really nice one. I think, they did it really well here. Like I said, using that kind of guitar, the way the beat was going and stuff like that. I love the moment where they bring in the chords, stuff like that on this one. So yeah, that just throughout everything. I really like their vocal tones as well. Like when they were singing, they sounded really nice. And the main melody that they were singing was pretty catchy as well. So yeah, song wise, really enjoyed this one. Really enjoyed this one video wise as well. I like the concept that they have. It's very like bright, but also kind of like, I don't know the right word, the right way to kind of describe it, but it kind of seems, I don't want to say like plain, because I feel like that might be a very negative word. Like you could see it as a negative word, but like it's very, I guess I would say plain. It's plain, but like kind of stylistically done well, if that makes any sense. Like there's not anything crazy going on. It's like basic colors that you would see, and they're just kind of putting it in front of different kind of sets and stuff like that. And the way they're doing that, I would say I like that. Even their outfits, like there's not too much going on with that. Just a white shirt with a black kind of like shorts right there, and they're all matching with that, and shoes and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely a different concept. It looks very interesting. I would say dance wise as well. Choreo wise, I was really liking how they were doing this. It looked very nice, especially when they would kind of dance together in like different kind of sections and stuff like that. How they did that, moving through the video as well from different, from set to set. That was really nice as well. So it seems like their energy is really nice. I would say my favorite part dance wise was, I think, around this part. They were doing really nice with like the kind of very bouncy movements, I feel like. All right. So let me try to go back to this right here. When they're in this kind of outside, that the hops, that the way they move formation with that, kind of steps, doing that whole spin around. This entire section, you feel me? Like even the moves like that, you feel me? Right there, like very big kind of like movements right there. So yeah, very bouncy, very high energetic choreo, and I think they do really nice, even with their facial expression, just putting out that kind of bright energy. So yeah, I would say this entire thing, song wise, video wise, dance wise, is definitely very nice for me, and it definitely gets me excited to check out what more they have going on. Now, I'm not gonna assume this is their debut specifically, obviously, because of the way it's titled. Probably was like a little thing, teaser thing, little unexpected thing that they wanted to put out. It definitely gets me excited for their debut when that comes out. I definitely will be checking that out. This is Stray Kids, This and That. Very excited to hear what this comeback is gonna sound like. The pre-release was, interestingly sounded right there, so it'll be interesting to see what they do for the entire thing. So yeah, let's get into this with This and That music video. Okay. I like how bassy that is, like just dropping down. I would say if that's the hook right there, that's already very catchy right there. Right there. Oh. I like the added sounds coming in there. That was nice. I like how that beat drop right there with the sound. Nice how it came right there. Yeah, this beat is heat right there. I like it. Love how he's like kind of like, saying this with more kind of like a laid back type, very softly kind of saying the lines right there. Interesting break right there. Ooh, how basic that was as well. That was cool. That all appearing right there. I love how he's singing this more higher, kind of thing, more breathy on that. Got Rod's done with that. Yeah, the chords that are going on there. Like his tone right there. Nice. Like how he's singing right here. Yeah, all that kind of like sound like muffled in the back or whatever. It's really interesting. But what is that like higher thing that's in there as well that's like coming in? That? Okay, I like how it like changed like different cars with the scenes. That's interesting. Ooh. That sound? I like this flow right here. This thing reminds me of the what was that God's menu thing right there? That was a cool effect right there. Because Akon as well. They're so clean as well. They can get to that on that beat, and a little tail right there. Nice. The little headless things like jumping as well as like dancing along with that. So interesting. That was a nice chord dropping to the bridge. Like how that went down. Ooh, it fills out as well. That was really nice video was in that transition as well through that. That's crazy. Okay. I like that choreo as well going with that. I was playing. You got fills out as well. Ooh, the whole all of that kind of. I like the slow mo of the scene as well, and then the. That was a nice scene right there. As it dropped, they go forward with the right there, and that's kind of like a nice cut as well. Really interesting voice chops right there as well. Yeah, okay. I would say, yeah, that main hook, as soon as they started with that, I knew that was going to be very, very catchy throughout the entire thing and just the whole thing. I like what they did with the instrumental, how it goes down. That whole thing just going on the instrumental is really nice. That beat is fire. Really like how it's going. Very kind of like, basic kind of things going on as well as it drops and just everything with that. I like that they kind of kept the way that they were saying the lines, like, kind of like the same throughout the song as well. They were saying it very softly, kind of laid back, I feel like they never really like done anything like singing out too much on this one or like saying the lines too out on like certain things. So I like that they kind of kept that energy going on. Really like the different flows of the lines in certain parts. I would say definitely like really like Changbin's like specific flow that he had, that kind of like specific, I guess you would say, separation of the syllables or whatever. Yeah, he does that a good bit just in general, but I like how he did that here as well, especially going with that beat and how they did that. That was really nice. So yeah, I would say overall I would listen to this song. I don't know how much I would listen to it compared to their other title tracks. I would have to see, but just that catchiness and the sound of everything is definitely gonna make me kind of revisit the song and want to listen to it a couple more times as well. Of course, I really like how they did this video as well. I definitely got to point out the stuff in this video. Of course, not the entire thing, because the entire thing was a lot going on, but just the way they did everything, I would say, like the way they filmed it was really nice. I love all the scenes where they had the slow-mo going on, stuff like that. The choreo looked really nice. How they transitioned from scene to scene, that was really nice. The stuff floating as well. Yeah, just in this entire thing. I really like what they did on this part where the bridge came in as well. That was really interesting. Oh yeah, and the headless things dancing as well. That was really interesting. Yeah, this right there, like that transforming and that going. They're really interesting. And then this whole, yeah, I would say that one part with him singing right there was like the only time I feel like they were like really was like singing out on like certain. But other than that, they were like, saying the lines very chill wise, kind of. Yeah. Also, what I really like what they did with the production as well and their vocals is having like, I guess, echo on certain things, and the way they had that going was really interesting. The muffling of like certain things, the breaking of the instrument, I think they did really nice with production on this one, just overall. So yeah, I feel like that definitely added to my entertainment on this one, and then just all the different effects in the videos were really nicely done and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say definitely enjoyed Stray Kids, this and that right here. Now let's go on to the next track. All right, so I'm going to be reacting to Wayf Boys Do official music video. I think this is this group's debut, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. You guys can correct me down in the comments down below. So I've been seeing these dudes come up on my like feed just randomly, like recently. I guess they're like a, of course, new group or whatever, and I think they had a really clever kind of marketing kind of thing for the group, because didn't know anything about what was going on or whatever with this, but I just kept seeing that video of them, I think, huddled around singing I forgot which it was a Michael Jackson song, but I was like, okay, they sound nice. So I was like, okay, definitely got to check out when they come out with something, right? So seeing this, they have now come out with something right here. I'm very excited to hear what this is going to be. So yeah, let's get into this.
These are crazy. I don't even know where we are. I'm so hungry. What are we getting for dinner, guys? I'm just down for anything, to be honest. Just anything's fine. I want you to say burgers, dude.
We get burgers every day. We get burgers on Monday. We get burgers on Tuesday.
Yeah, because it's the best food.
That's a lot of burgers, man.
I know what he's gonna say right now, bro.
No, I definitely get tired of burgers at that point. What are you putting them on to? In the middle of nowhere too. Like, what the frick? What's going on? Wayf Boys Do. Now, am I saying that name or Wayf? It's a Wayf. Oh, that was clean. I like how that came in right there. Them chords. How they have the sound of like the card thing as well into that. Oh, who was it singing right here? His tone. Oh, how he sung came in right there. That was nice. Okay. Didn't expect it to drop like that. Love the bass that's in that. That's nice. Okay, that's a nice, like, repeating that line right there, shouting it out with that. And then after that. That's clean, bringing it in. Was that, hold on, bro, because was that a shot though? I don't know. I might be drawing lines where there's no lines, but they don't got no shot. Hey, maybe though, because now I'm hearing it. It's kind of seeming like this is like a similar type thing to like the long. Look, I don't know, but the Wayf Boys. Ooh, hold on. All these kids, yeah, they're definitely making shots. They're definitely making shots. Hold on, are we getting in the era of like shading other kind of groups and stuff like that? That could be, that'd be entertaining. Uh, uh-huh. Yeah, that's that question actually. Oh, okay. I said I came with that. Mm. Mm. Yeah, whoever singing right. Ooh, that in the back too. All right. Not something in there as well. I love how they smoothly transition into this. That's very catchy already. I like that. Oh, nice break right there. I like that. My buddy son as well. Yeah, his breathy tone right there was nice. Yeah, they sound really nice vocally. What in the world? They said you can't copy this. You know what? That's true. Now I'm wondering. Just a little question. Are they like a self kind of managed group? They might be because the way they're doing things, like K-pop groups that are ran by specific companies and all this stuff, they're not gonna do all this. You feel me? The way they're talking in this, even that right there, they you can't copy this. Like they not doing that. Are they a self-managed group? That would be very interesting. That's very new. Like that. Ooh, interesting muffle right here. We know they capping. Okay. All right. Okay. They directed by Joo Hyun Kim. All the yeah, I'm trying to see like names or whatever. If I could see like because this is pretty like high quality as well. Even for to be like a self-managed group. I'm not entirely sure if this is a self-managed group. Bring your talent, bring your story, bring new K-pop right there. Okay, interesting. I like the little logo thing as well. That's a really interesting like look of that. Okay, Wayf, what an impression. What an impression right here. Okay. So, yeah, I didn't know much about this group before, right? But it seems like that they, have a very different thing going on from other K-pop groups and stuff like that. In terms of how they approach things. Of course, sound, of course, is similar to other like things, of course. But in terms of like lyrics wise, just the way they're kind of coming with the energy, right? Obviously, very different. I'll talk about the song first, though. Really, really like the sound of the song. Very, very nice beat. I like how they sound vocally a lot. Those main chords that came in was really nice. I love the melody that they were singing on that. Like that, how they added a harmony on that. I think the second time around, that was really nice vocal tones. Love the really nice kind of like fusion of the more melodic and then the rap kind of things going on. I think they did really nice with that, the different flows and stuff like that, how this going with the beat. Very, very nice. So yeah, this is definitely a song I'm going to be listening to. Love the energy. I love the hook. that shouting kind of, you know, hook that they have. It's very catchy. I love how they incorporate that into the verse as well as they come in with that. So yeah, 100% really, really nice on this one in terms of, you know, the song and stuff like that. But yeah, this their entire thing, like energy wise, I'm liking how they're coming on this. But it's very interesting because you know that could be manufactured as well, because you know we talk about K-pop groups being very manufactured and they can't do things, but their, you know, energy and the way they're doing it now could also be manufactured just to bring in more attention. But we don't, you know, I don't know. We don't know nothing about that. But I'd have to look more into this group and see what's going on. It didn't seem like though when I kind of clicked on the thing that it was a specific company or whatever that they had. It just seemed like it was like the Wayf kind of like channel that they had. So they could be like a self-managed, or they're just like not like the typical kind of managed company managed the way they do, right? Which would be very interesting and I feel like would be pretty cool, especially because of the amount of attention that they have gotten. I feel like that would be really cool if a group like this would be able to get really big without having to be owned by like a huge company or something like that. So yeah, I think that would be really nice right here. But yeah, I like what they got going on right here. I'm excited for more because they sound really, really nice. I'm gonna have to check out their names and everything else later. Of course, you guys can tell me down in the comments down below any more information. If I'm not mistaken, they might have said something about I think ice in this as well, which is interesting, right? Because obviously you ain't gonna see other groups mentioning stuff like that, right? So yeah, they're definitely different from what I'm seeing right here. So Wayf Boys, Fire was Born Stunned the title track or this one? I'm not entirely sure, but this is the one though that they released today. So I'm gonna guess it's the title track. It's called Blue Blood right here. This thing like flashing right there. Okay, what kind of vocal chops? Uh-huh. Really like I didn't know the production on this so far as well. Like she's on that. We hear with all the flashing again with this. They did that with another one of the music videos as well, right? I like how that went down on that. There's now they're using the vocal chops. If it's just on that. Nice harmonies on that. How that came in? Right there, fella. Taking that up. I like the repetition of that, you know, kind of holding out. In the back right there. Love our tone right there. And jumping with it, nice. Oh, that melody is nice. Again. Oh, no different with that, nice. I like the energy of this. I love how simple this is as well. They're just on top of this building with like the more kind of like blue looking everything with that, even their outfits. And they just have like the lyrics going over the screen. Yeah, the harmony in that's so nice. The voice as well. Nice. It's not. Ooh. Okay. We like how they're using this on them. Ooh, nice. Ooh, and then going high up there. Really nice how she had that out. Ooh, love how that ended. Love how soft they're singing right here. Oh, no. Nice. Take note of this. Ooh, a little bit up. Uh-huh. Definitely my favorite melody on this. Yeah, they do really nice with the held out notes on this song. Sounds so nice. All those harmonies on that. I like that one a lot. And then flashing out right there. Yeah. Really interesting how they did this. 100%. Really love this song a lot. I love the energy on this one as well. Production wise, really nice. Just the way they had that beat going, the chopping up of the voice and stuff like that. The main kind of things they had going on and the instrumental were nice. Melody wise, I feel like it definitely did a lot for me. 100%. Because I like the sound, but I feel like that's probably not a sound I usually listen to that much. Maybe here and there, but I definitely think the melodies, the way that they sounded on that, definitely did the most for me, and it's definitely gonna make me listen to the song a lot. The way they sounded with that just so nice, especially like I said with those held out notes and the way those harmonies would come in and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, most definitely really like Blue Blood right here. Like the way they did the video as well, very entertaining.